Ooh, my hair looks wild today, y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this thing. Oh, it's awful, isn't it? But anyway, hey you guys, it's Steffi Pine. I got things to say. Today, I have a video for you, a screen recording where I got into Chloe's schooling, her Discovery K-12. I want to show you guys actually how we do some homeschooling, how Chloe learns now that she's not in school, and she's been doing it about 2 years. And that's why I've got this screen recording for you guys, so that you can see how to do schooling at home without losing your mind and without, spending a lot of money on curriculum because that's what we did at first. We spent money on curriculum. We went to Martell's. We went to Walmart. We went to Ollie's because they've got some really good curriculum. They do. Now we go to Ollie's for books because Chloe can read. Yeah. Anyway, I've got this video for you guys and let it roll. And then, I want to hear in the comments what you guys think. Let me know what you think about this curriculum. I think it's good. I think it helps Chloe learn. It helps her learn the concepts that she needs to know without having to go to school and sit someplace for 6 to 8 hours for no reason. So we're going to go in here and go to Discovery K-12. All right. This is the program that Chloe uses to do her schooling, actually. We got to log in up here, and then her username and password. All right. The first thing you do when you go here to Discover K-12, you're going to go ahead and click here. And she is here. She's actually done this today already. It might take a couple of hours for you to, do this school. But, it's a lot better than sitting in a classroom for 6 to 8 hours, We enjoy this because we can do other things besides this. And if you look at this is really cute. Today's assignments, she's on day 138. It says today in visual performing arts, you'll use your creativity to make some garland for springtime. And look at that. It's butterflies. She made butterflies yesterday, and now we're supposed to put it together and make garland. So it's some really, really cute projects to do here. Then there's reading and literature here. And if you see this, you can pick out a reading book here. And they have their own library. If you look at this, I don't know if you guys grew up when I did, but I grew up in the 80s and 90s. See this McGuffey's Second Reader? Yeah, we used to use that too. It's like a primer. You see this? Oh, remember this? Yeah, the Eclectic Reader. And they have books for you to read all the way up to 12th grade. It's a really good program. Sorry, my eyes are itching. Oh, I know. Don't touch your face. I wash my hands. Just wash my hands. Promise. Anyway, that's McGuffey's primer. The next thing that she's supposed to do, or has done, I don't know if she's done this or not. We were trying to work on this, but this is presentation software. You need to learn how to use presentation software today. Everybody uses some kind of a presentation software. The Microsoft Suite has one. There's online stuff like Google Docs. They have presentation software as well. This is something you're going to need something you're going to need for public speaking. Presentation software is a genius idea to make kids learn this, and she started learning this at the beginning of the year, so I think it's great. Anyway, the next thing here is a math video. Right now it's an introduction to standard rulers and using measurements and things of that sort. She can do it on grid paper. It shows the actual measurement information here, and there's videos to go along with it. The next thing that we have here is history and social studies. We're talking about individual action and character. If you see this, it says examples of kindness research center. This is a really good subject. I like this. And this is all about social studies and social interactions and how to be a good character. Now, Chloe's in the Boy Scouts or Scouts, whatever you want to call it, Cub Scouts. And she actually has to recite, the Scout Oath and Law, So she knows a lot about that. And this was really good for her to be able to do. And so I want her to be able to do a presentation on this. I think it'll be a good thing for her. The next thing is energy conservation for kids. If you see here, she's supposed to take notes while watching the video about conservation and energy. Chloe's in 2nd grade, and they're already teaching them how to take notes. I think that's great. Something to learn early in life. It's wonderful. Here you see the garland, the Easter garland. How cute. She's also supposed to do 10 jumping jacks, 5 lunges on each leg, 10 sit-ups, and 10 push-ups. This is calisthenics. This is PE. Also, here is her week's spelling words, and she's already took her test for this week, actually. She said she was going to do it the other night. We were all asleep. She got up in the middle of the night, midnight, and she was tired, but, she wasn't tired, so she got up and she took her spelling test. I love it. Yeah. Sorry, I've been sick. The fever is just getting over with, and I'm feeling much better, but I've still got that, wheezing and coughing and stuff. But anyway, I'm good. And here at the end, you have this tell your parent or teacher what you learned today. And I love this because it puts you right in here. And they actually have to tell you what they learned. You see this? Isn't that cool? And then they send it to the parent. There's also multi-purpose areas here, research areas, libraries, all kinds of stuff. And you can even go, if you go down here to the bottom, you can actually go to 36 weeks of STEM. There's special content. There's extra curriculum. And the extra curriculum is actually where Chloe's learning Spanish. See? Yep, it says to wait until you're in 3rd grade, but I've took Spanish 1, 2, 3, and college Spanish. So she was really excited about doing this. I think she's on day 4 or 5. She wanted to go ahead and start it now. So anyway, this is how we homeschool. We use this program exclusively. It is free. You do not have to pay a thing. Now they have a parents. They do have a parents thing on here, and the parent. See, they have a parent-teacher guide, those sort of things. Yeah, and they tell you what holidays it is. But anyway, the parent-teacher guide here, you're able to actually buy the parents. You pay a fee for that. I'm sorry, I was trying to figure out what to actually say about the parents. We have that as well, so that we can save our transcripts and stuff. And I think it's like $50 a year or something like that. It wasn't too expensive. I mean, I think it was less than $100 to do Chloe's school. Have her all the information that she needs in case the school board ever asks for it, or school district or whatever, or that she wants to go back to regular school. That way the teachers know what she's doing. So anyway, I love this program. I think it's awesome. And I'm going to actually leave a comment here. So I need to fill this out for folks. Or maybe I already have. I can't remember. But anyway, I need to fill this out so that people will know all the great things about Discovery K-12. This is a actual homeschooling program. This is not, it says, you see that up top, it says online homeschool. This is not Discovery, this is not K-12, and this is not any of those other programs that you see advertised. We used another program that I'm not going to mention here. They lied to us. We thought that they were an online homeschool, but they were not. They were actually just an online public school. So you need to really do your research. If this is not the program for you, please do a lot of research, because you can get screwed on this, okay? Just letting you know. Make sure you're doing an online homeschool and not, actual online public school. So that's all I kind of have for you guys today. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. And so, let me know if you guys want any other information. And bye-bye. And we're back. All right. There's a couple things I wanted to talk about after you saw that video. Number one, you do not have to keep making your kids do busy work. You do not have to do that. They do that in schools. They give you pages and pages and pages of things to do over and over and over again. Now, yes, practice makes perfect. However, if your kid gets the concept and you keep giving them crap to do, they're going to hate it. And they're going to be mad at you. I'm not going to say hate you. They're going to be mad at you because you're just giving them busy work to do. And that's not fun. That's not cool. Let them be kids, And one of the biggest issues that I have with public school is that when you put your kid on that school bus, or you drop them off over there at the schoolhouse, DHS or CPS or whoever, Child Protective Services, can come in at any time and speak to your child, because they're there. They're in a public setting, and you have released custody of your children to the city, state, and local government. You have released custody when you let them go to school. And also, the school acts like they're your boss. Who are they to tell you that you have to have a signed note for your child? You can't say, my kid's sick, I'm keeping my kid at home, because our children are our property. Unfortunately, that's a bad term, but it's the truth. So, hey, if our children belong to us, which they do. My kids are mine, your kids yours. They should not, people should not be able to talk to our children without us being there. That is illegal. It is wrong. But CPS does it all the time. As you can tell, I'm very much against Child Protective Services. I don't agree with anything that they do because I think that they steal children. I think that they do illegal things. So, this is not a video on that's trying to bash DHS or anything like that. But I am going to say that I would rather my child be in homeschooling than be in school where they're susceptible to getting shot. I don't like that because that's awful. You know, you don't want that sort of thing happening, but I don't want that happening to my child. So I'm afraid to send them there in the first place. That started happening a couple of years ago. I got afraid because all these school shootings. So we pulled Chloe out for bullying. We pulled her out because she was being bullied and because I was scared of the guns. And I'm not scared of guns, but I'm scared of idiots taking guns to school and shooting people. That's what I'm afraid of. You know, I think teachers should be able to carry guns to protect our children, or they should have more cops at the schools. Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. I'm sorry, I'm sick, you guys. I'm getting better, but you know how that goes. Anyway, okay, so a couple more things that I believe about homeschooling, or that we have found out about homeschooling. You don't have to keep making your kids do busy work. Do not do that. Do not get a workbook that's this thick and expect them to do 10, 20 pages of crap a day. Teachers do that at school to keep kids busy because you're at work. They're actually just high-paid babysitters. So, you know, I mean, and teachers are going to go, oh my God, that's awful. Well, you know what? Parents taught their kids for hundreds of years, and then it's just been the last couple of hundred years that we actually have schoolhouses for our kids to go to. Why is that? I believe it's government control. Anyway, don't make them do a bunch of busy work. There's no reason for it. If they get the concepts, leave the kid alone. He got it. She got it. She understands it. Go play. All right. Let's see here. Listen, your kids don't have to be in a chair or a desk sitting there for hours and hours and hours on end to learn. They just simply don't have to do it. Your kids, if their eyes are open, they are learning. Got it? And sometimes when their eyes aren't open, they can hear you too. I'm talking about, if they're awake, if they're up, if they're doing things, if they're talking to you, if they're baking, if they're cooking, if they're cleaning, if they're reading, if they're playing with their siblings, they are learning, okay? If they're playing with their siblings and siblings tick them off, they're learning anger mitigation. They're learning things like that, right? Oh, excuse me. Don't discount everyday life and say that is not a learning opportunity, because it'll get you further in life than quadratic equations, or it'll get you further in life than, calculus. So I've never done calculus outside a setting of school. I've never done calculus outside the school setting, ever. Okay? And I took calculus. I mean, made an A in it. Did really good, A+. Yeah, but I've never used it again. I just made that grade for no dang reason. So anyway, you do not have to have a classroom to learn, okay? Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Get your kids learning hands-on, okay? You do not learn from that textbook. I don't know about you, but if I read things, I really can't retain them. I have to write them down. I have to, sorry, I haven't put any makeup on. I'm red today. Anyway, I have to write those concepts down to actually be able to memorize them. If I have to learn some kind of word concept, if I have to learn something that is technical, or electricity or electronic or something of that sort, it's easier for me to get hands-on, take that apart and put it back together, and that sort of thing. If you got kids that like to do technical stuff, get them some old VCRs or DVD players or PlayStation 2s. Get them some old ones that doesn't work, and have them take them apart and put them back together, making sure that they save all the screws. That's actually a good thing for kids to learn. Teach them responsibility as well as something really cool. If they can get that thing working, that's even better. All right. Listen. I'm going to tell you about a concept that some people don't agree with, but it's called unschooling. However, unschooling for us was great. we had to basically detox from school. We still have problems going, saying that, what am I trying to say? Keith and I as parents, since we grew up in a time where you had to go to school, you learned a certain way, it's so hard to change your mind, to change the way you were taught. It's really hard to make yourself go, no, she doesn't have to sit there for hours and hours on end. She doesn't have to be forced to do all this junk. There's no reason for it, but we have to reprogram ourselves and actually detoxing from that way of life. It's a lifestyle to send your kids to school. It's also a lifestyle to get up with your kids at 10 o'clock in the day and take your happy butt on to the park, or go hike the mountain, or go, play at the water hole, or whatever you want to do. And, take some books with you, read, and you taught your kid that day. Hey man, what's that tree? It's an aspen tree. Okay, show me the leaves. How does photosynthesis work? How does, I don't know, how do animals reproduce? But they need to know those sort of things. And why do we eat these animals? Where do the animals come from? Can you shoot deer? Do you know how to shoot deer? Do you know how to skin a deer? Those are things that, especially in the South, and especially nowadays with things going on, teaching your kids to can, teaching your kids to filter water, teaching your kids to, be prepared, because we may not have electricity forever. We may not have iPhones forever. Those things may fail. I'm in technology, and I love technology. Cybersecurity is awesome. That's what I'm going back into. But if it fails, I know how to use a Dutch oven. I can cook on a fire. I can make coffee on a fire. We can do things like that if we have to, okay? So teaching your kids the basics and teaching them how life is, instead of sending them to school where what are they going to do? What are they doing all day long? Do you know what they're doing all day long? Are they smoking in the bathroom? Or, I'm for CASA, I'm a smoke-free alternatives person, but are your kids vaping in the bathroom? We don't want kids vaping, and I'm a vape advocate, because I believe people should not smoke, and it's bad for you, and moving to an alternative is better. However, I don't want my kids smoking. I don't want my kids vaping. I'd whoop their hinds ends if I caught them doing that. But you don't know if your kid's doing that in the bathroom at school or not. So, just think about things like that. Do you want your child to get into more trouble? Because I tell you what, school, there were some things that happened on the school bus when I was a kid. I remember going to Sheridan School, and I didn't really ever tell anybody about these things, but there was older boys that likes to touch little girls. Let's just say that, those sort of things happen more than you realize. So, do you want that happening to your child? No, you don't want that happening to your child. You don't want those things happening to your child. I don't want my child to ever have the same experiences I ever had, okay? I want my kid to do better and live better and have a better life, man. And she is enjoying the heck out of her life. We do a few school things. We do our little K-12 thing like I showed you. And 99% of the time, she is doing art. I'm going to show you some pictures of her art here in just a second. If I can find them, if I can steal them, because she is awesome. Okay, be right back. All right, I'm fixing to show you some of her artwork. She's so creative. Her thought processes are awesome. This is why we call our school the Piper Academy of Arts and Sciences. Anyway, all right, watch. Look at this. How old is she? She's 8. Look at this. Gloom. She is wild, man. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So cool, you guys. Really. I stole her notebook. Oh, she's got it. She's coming back.
Hello.
Hello.
All my drawings are good. I like to draw sci-fi a lot. And my other books,
Look at that ironwork. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Look what else we got in here. Something. Look at that superhero or something like it. What is that? What's that one? You don't explain a lot. Oh. There's Foxy.
That's mango.
Oh, I'm sorry, mango.
Or a toy mango.
Oh, mango. Okay. 5 Nights at Freddy's. Oh, okay, that's cool. All right, honey. Well, I just wanted to show just a couple of things to what I'm doing here. Okay, that's cool. Man, you go.
She was eating stuff.
All right, go finish your stuff.
They love to eat.
Yeah, they do.
She likes popcorn and likes to make slime.